All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. This is going to be a lesson on Salakia. It's going to be a lesson on the new covenant, what it is, and if we are currently under the new covenant, because a lot of people, when it comes to the new covenant, get confused about what it is and if we are actually currently under it. So I'm going to go to Hebrews the 8th chapter, and this isn't really going to be a long lesson because it doesn't need to be to get the point across. So this is Hebrews chapter 8, starting from verse 6. But now have he obtained a more excellent ministry. Salakia. But now have he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much he is also the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. And that's talking about Yahweh Shai, verse 7. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second, because the first covenant was, the laws were given to the Israelites and they just did them. They was written on stones, on tablets, and they had to just follow those laws, and they knew what the laws were, but it was up to them of their own self to follow those laws. But there was a flaw in that covenant, and it goes into what that flaw is. Verse 8, for finding fault with them he saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. So the scriptures let you know who the new covenant is for, and it's for the Israelites. All right, verse 9, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I'll make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I'll put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I'll be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. So the new covenant is where God's going to put his laws in the minds of the Israelites and in the minds of all of the tribes, man, to all of the tribes of the Israelites, so that they do the laws and that they know them. All right, verse 11. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. And that scripture right there is what lets you know. Salakia. And that scripture right there is what lets you know that the laws, Salakia, not that the laws, that scripture there is what lets you know that we are not currently under the new covenant, because if we was, there wouldn't be people teaching about the Lord, because everyone would already know it. And I'll read that again. Verse 11, Hebrews chapter 8, verse 11. And they shall not teach every man his brother. Salakia, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. So when that time comes where the Israelites are under the new covenant, there's not going to be a need. There's not going to be a need for people to teach about the Lord. And because people, as you can see in the world right now, many people are teaching about the Lord. It's very obvious, according to that we are not under the new covenant. All right, we're not under the new covenant right now. The new covenant is only for the Israelites, and the new covenant is that the laws will be put into the minds of, so like the minds of the Israelites, so that they can follow the laws perfectly, and that there's no way that they can't follow the laws. And I'll end the lesson there. Hopefully I got the point across about who the new covenant is for, what it is, and if we are currently under it. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. Shalom.